Well, since the OEM battery in the bike is almost 6 years old, so I decided to replace it. However, it seems to be in pretty good condition, so I ain't got any issue with the start or anything. But as a preventive action, I bought the same type of battery and I'm going to install it. The battery is located under the seat, quite deep. It's below this black box and yeah, quite crowded and messy. And I've got an additional control box for the dash cam here that makes the things a bit more complicated. The point is that there is one bracket, this plastic bracket that holds the battery in position, and needs a 4mm Allen key to remove the screw. So the first step is to remove it. And then I'm able to remove the black box out of the way. And as for camera control units, I think that's not a problem. And now you can lift up the battery before you release and remove the two screws. When you disconnect the wires, the first one is always the negative one. The point is that in a case I would like to remove the positive one, that's a grounded negative. So if accidentally I would touch any part, any metal part around, then I would make a short circuit and it would obviously not be healthy. So let's remove it. Just to avoid this counterpart to fall off, I screw it back, and when the negative one is detached, then it's safe to remove the positive one. As I mentioned, it's quite a tight fit, but no worries. The terminals has been disconnected. You are able to remove the battery. There's a rubber part. It's against vibration and it holds the battery in position and again prevents to scratch. I suppose the plastic part of it, yeah, quite dirty, so I'm going to clean it. Before I install the battery, I make some cleaning of the terminals. I use a common contact cleaner that cleans the area and removes some oxide from the metal part, and it helps to provide the proper contact, especially for the starting, because that's a Ducati feature that whenever I put the ignition on and start cranking, then it looks as if the battery is dying, but no worries, this is not the case. You've got a very high compression for 2 pistons and it needs a lot of energy. Okay. To install the battery, let's make the cables out of the way. Pretty much a tight fit. For the reconnection, use the positive terminal to be connected first. And let's connect the other parts. So I've got this additional camera connection. Okay. Let's tighten it, but not tighten it to torque. It's just for the proper contact. It prevents the unnecessary transients during the connection to happen. That's okay. And now let's connect the negative one. You can feel and hear some sparkling as the standby currents start to flow. After the battery is seated, please check if all the cables are in a good and comfortable position, just to avoid any unnecessary break in the future. Seems to be okay. Then let's install this bracket back, and it's okay. That's also, this is the positive cable of the camera. So there's a cable guide, so-called tunnel here, but I'm not going to put it here because this is the negative terminal. In the case of any accidentally cable break, it would lead to short circuit. I like to avoid it, so I keep this positive line here. The bracket is in position. Then let's install the screw. Now it's seated. A final check for the cabling. Tighten this torque also to 10 Newton meters. And then new battery has been installed. when a battery is disconnected, the system usually, not usually, all the time loses the day, time and date. So all the other settings remained in the EEPROM, but I have to reset the time and date. And the suspension is processing its preload calibration. You can see this yellow warning for date. So suspension is ready. Let's use date and clock. After setting time and date, the final try is a start. So